Okay, I had to go off and find my baby wipes. So you just use a little damp towel. Make your paper just damp. You don't want to make it soggy or super wet. Oh, oops, there's some ink on my fingers. You're just going to make your paper damp. I find it easier to lay it on top of my printing plate and then rub over all of your ink. That damp piece of paper is going to help that ink transfer, and it's going to come onto the paper that you laid down on there, and you'll have a print of that foam plate that you just made. So everywhere got rubbed, and there I transferred the dye or the ink from the plate onto the paper towel. I always think it's a good idea to try it more than once to see if you like what you've created. You can use that damp paper towel or baby wipe to go over this and remove any of the ink that's still remaining. And then you can, of course, go ahead and try to color it again. See if you want to make any changes or anything you want to do differently. And you just go back and start coloring your foam tray or foam plate again. Because your pack had 30, of course you could make more. Like I said, I had been doing this. I made one plate that has some ornaments on it, and then I colored it with no background, and then I did some ink around the ornaments, and I've made that one. I have this rather large plate that has some trees and some dots, and I've printed that 2 different ways. Coloring it in 2 different ways. So have fun with this. I think the ideas or possibilities are endless. The more simple designs sometimes work out better. You can go ahead and, judge it. You could always make small ones from the scraps if you just wanted to. I do want to warn you about using words or letters. It would have to be in reverse because of the printing process. So if you wanted to write something, you should write it and then put it on your paper or on your foam upside down, and hopefully you can see through it so that it's backwards on your foam, so that when you reverse it onto your paper, it's the right way. That might be a trial and error. You might try that with one of your scraps and see how that works out for you. I hope you enjoy this. You, of course, do it as a group, as a family activity. You could do it obviously on your own. If this seems to be too complicated or too hard, I have other idea options on the Google Classroom for you to try too. Have a great time trying your own printmaking.